So one of my students has asked me to look over their rough draft, and so I thought I'd make a little video as an explanation as to what I think so far and what I would change and things of this nature, because it seems people are really struggling with the ideas and the concepts. First thing first, number one, MLA does not do title page, so this is not necessary. Get rid of this, Sam. Get rid of it. Number two, this is what you need. All you need is this. The name, class, date. Title of your paper, great. So I think the title is The Power of Social Unlocking Brand Success. That would be your title. Perfect. Introduction, they haven't done it yet. So they're primarily focused in on, how to say this, how to build the body. And they've actually done a really good job with the body, and we're going to get into that in a second. But there's a few things that we need to look at. All right. Now, they are already at 6 pages, but I think after we get rid of this page and we're excited, it'll be in the length, and that's good. So they need to write an introduction. So the introduction should be something broad, like explaining what is social media, explain what is influence marketing, explain the different types of influence of marketing, and then your thesis, which is influence marketing is very important because of A, B, and C, or X, Y, Z. X is meaningful interactions, trust is Y, and Z is reaching specific audiences. Now, let me make sure you guys understand this. Do not have headwords. Do not have these. Get rid of those. They don't help, and they're not good. Number two, when we're doing an in-text citation, so this was based on a website. And so when you do the in-text citation, it will look like this because it's strange. I don't get it either, but this is what it should look like. But one of the things I would suggest doing is saying just a few little lines or a few words like on the website. The following quote comes from a website where they discuss social interactions, and then you give the quote. Or is defined on the website, social interaction is communication. And on the website, it is defined as being social exchange between two or more individuals, something like that. Here's another thing: if Lauron is a website, great. But if it's a quote, you need to make sure there's a page. So I come down here. What is Lauron? I come down here. KL Lauron. So it is a blog. Okay. Make sure, so this is a website, this is a website, this is a website. That's a lot of websites, not a lot of peer-reviewed articles. 1, 2, 3. All right, well, that's Science Affairs CNN, that's not it. So you do have 4 peer-reviewed articles, 5. Psychology Today, good, is not great. So you need to make sure you have plenty of, peer-reviewed sources. All right, so coming back up here, lit review. So here the idea is that you're giving broad strokes. Perfect. So we're talking about interactions. We're defining what interactions are, and you're saying what they are. So what you then want to do in support is get very specific about those interactions and how they're important. All right. And you need to make it seem that remember how we're always funneling down into a more narrow, going wide to narrow to wide. So this needs to be very narrow. This paragraph needs to be specifically focused primarily on on specific things that are connected to influencers. Then the conclusion needs to be wider again. All right. Here I would probably have a sentence of transition, something like, so in essence, social interactions contribute to establishing genuine connections. But part of genuine connections is the idea of building trust, which will be discussed in the next section. Something like that. Beautiful. And then it leads us straight into trust. Here you go. Sam has gone ahead and has made it very lots of paraphrasing of the guard and explaining things, which is done very well. Now, if this is a quote, it needs to have a page, or is it a blog? So I would something like in a report on CNN, Kwong said, and then give a quote. Where am I? Yeah. So also you need to be careful with the spacing. You need to throw in the quotes better, or make the quotes so much more explanation, because then it'll help me, and then I don't have to. It saves me time, because I don't go, oh no, is this a quote? Does it need a page number? Let me go check the website or your works cited. If you save me time, it makes it a lot better. All right, excellent. Here Sam has gone more narrow, which is what we're looking for, getting into more. So this was broad. We're explaining the idea of trust. It's maybe a little too broad. I would have probably focused on the idea of trust in the marketplace, or even going into building ethos, something we've talked about in our class. But here you're getting more specific, and you're getting more detailed, which is, of course, much better. I don't know why you have the page numbers here. You're not quoting. All right. I don't know why the page numbers are here. This was a quote, so you have the page number. But these are not quotes, so I don't think you need the page number. All right? Just something to think about, Sam. And then once again, the conclusion goes back broad. So this is a really solid paper. I like how the setup. It's going to make the reading a lot faster and smoother and more efficient. This is nearly done. I think this is a really good start. And there's a few things I would probably go through. And when I take a closer look at the when it comes time for the rough draft to really be looked at, I'll look at it a lot more closely and give you guys some more information. Oh, and by the way, rebuttal is AL. Rebuttal. All right, and then conclusion. Yep, I think this is great. I think you did a good job. Now, be careful on this. Make sure that this comes over and this. All right, so sometimes this will happen. What you have to do is come over here, hit return, and then move it over. Oh, that's being dumb. And then it's okay. That's how you make it hanging indent. All right, double space, beautiful. Alphabetical, fantastic. Ugh, so good. So this is going, another thing, Paul T. Numbers should come first. Numbers come before letters. So this should be the very first one. Alphabetical, alphanumerical. So I would, where's it? Hold on. If a source starts with a number, where does it go in a works cited? Okay, so that's not what we wanted. If a source starts with a number, where does it go in a works cited? Oh, therefore, citations with numbers will go in alphabetic order of how they're spoken or written. So, oh, I hate MLA. Oh, so this would be 5. So that's an F. So that would be up here. All right. So I hope that helps. I hope this video is under 10 minutes and is good. And if you have any questions, please email me or let me know. Connor, I hope this explained what I was looking for.